Good morning, Mickey students. We made it. Today is Thursday, April 7th. I'm Emmy.
And I'm Brianna. Let's get this day started.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Well, it's a terrific Thursday morning. It may be spring, but it's still a little chilly in the morning, so make sure you bring a light jacket. So, Brianna, what other announcements do you have for us today?
Thanks, Emmy. It's time for the Mickey Science Fair. It's open for 3rd to 8th grades and there are cash prizes. 3rd and 4th will be graded together, 5th and 6th as a group, then 7th and 8th. So it's time to put on that mad scientist cap and see what you can come up with.
I should probably start working on that, since it's due tomorrow.
I'm a little cold. Let's send it over to Micaiah and see how the weather is going.
Good morning, Mickey School. Today's Thursday, April 7th. I'm your weather girl, Micaiah. So with that being said, here's the weather for today. Today's forecast, we will have a partly cloudy day with a high of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, that's it for the weather today. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Micaiah. We are still in the Mid-South, so we are still going to have weird weather days.
Well, on April 16th, we hope it doesn't rain because that is when the meet for all the runners.
I've always wanted to run in one. There's just something about running and getting color thrown all over you that just makes me smile. Another thing that will make you smile is seeing our own Coach Williams and our Director of Schools, Mr. Prince, run around the track in tutus.
That will be something to see. We will have to make sure we have our cameras out for that. If you do want to run, tutus optional, the deadline for entry fees are Friday, and Friday is the deadline for the science fair. Don't forget to sign up for the science fair as well. Speaking of science, did you know that Mickey School won 2nd place in the nation in the recycling bowl? We recycled 125,966 pounds, which is 7,690 more pounds than last year. April 12th at 2:15, we'll be presented with an award.
It's about that time. Yes, it's time to have food.
Today is April 7th, and I'm Kelsey. For lunch, we are having bread chicken sandwich, spaghetti and breadstick, or Uncrustable pack, tiny whole potatoes, green beans, baked apples, or a choice of juice or milk.
Well, that's it for today. I'm Emmy.
And I'm Brianna. It's time to calm down and get classes started. So let's turn it over to Mr. Henry and his little helpers.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Today, Miss Ash's class will lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Now for a moment of silence.
Working in the lab late one night, when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sound. Igor on chains backed by his baying hound. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five. They played the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the Monster Mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It's caught on in a flash. It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool, Drax a part of the band, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you. Then you can Monster Mash and do my graveyard smash. You'll catch on in a flash. Then you can Monster Mash. Mash good! Easy, Igor, you impetuous young boy. Mash good!
Our mission at Michie School is to provide our students with a secure, challenging learning environment so that they can become proficient in all academic areas and display good character.